Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you know, on the weekend I give you guys an update on the birds to show you what's going on. And as usual, for some reason, whenever I take out my phone, that's when he start crowing. I uploaded some shorts the other day, and if you notice in the background, he's just crowing like hell. Okay, so let's touch on the birds, guys. Let's touch on the birds. First to commence, look at this, guys. Would you believe this? This pair has laid back already. They are now on... Okay. They are now on one egg, but I'm expecting the other egg to lay this evening. She had laid this day before yesterday in the evening, so I'm definitely expecting another egg this coming evening. Okay, so you know, in the last video, this pair right here, they were fighting a lot. They were over on this side. However, they've decided to go over here, and there's way less fighting now. He's not as aggressive with the hen as before. I don't even have to part them or anything. As you can see, they are actually making nests. So possibly next week, by next weekend, there might be a egg in that nest right there. That's a possibility. However, you will notice something. Like right now, these birds are eating, and I'm pretty sure the hen wants to go down there to eat, but he will only allow her a very little time, so she have to like come down and try to get some quick pecks before he's gonna come down and chase her out back in the nest. And that's natural too. That's natural, right? The cock pigeons, once they want the hen to lay, they're gonna say, "Oh, go back to the nest." You understand? So you're gonna see. Let's see if she's gonna go down. That's another beautiful pigeon up there. His hen is that hen right there. And also, guys, welcome to the new subscribers. I've seen we have gotten some new subscribers. That's really nice. Thank you, guys. And look at this bird right here. This is actually his son with the black hen right here. A very beautiful color. And this color, they refer to it as kite. That's the name of it, where you have the brown mixing with the black like this. And he has a really massive tail, guys. And his head, it's coming back. It's just for the feathers to grow back. Oh, look at that, guys. I want to catch the back view of his tail. It's really a massive tail. Sorry if the video right now is a bit shaky. I just want to catch him for you guys to see him. Oh, now look at the size of that tail, guys. And this is the next thing too. Like with some fantails, the tail grow in, everything just grow in one time, as in this the full roundness of it. However, there are some type of fantails that the middle section of their tail, that's it right there, the middle section of their tail is the last to grow in. When you have these type of fantail, you have to cut the wings of the chicks so that it doesn't hook. What will normally happen is it will hook in here and just twist the tail like this, so you'll always see their tail mess up. So if you see a fantail like this as a chick, as you can see, the feathers are not strong as yet. They are very weak, so they tend to lean. Sometimes what you have to do too is actually cut some of the feathers. Like if you see the tail is leaning to one side more than the other, you cut a 2 or 3, depending on how much it is lean to one side, to balance it back. Those are things that you have to look out for with these type of fantails. Now let me show you something, guys. Look at the feather foot on him. It's not bad. It's really not bad. On one side it's not grown out as yet, but as you can see on the other, it's coming in nicely. Look at the color of him, guys. That is so beautiful. This is one of my favorite type of colors in raising pigeon too. I like to mix the black with the brown, and you can actually achieve this. But these brown pigeons, these black pigeons rather, sorry, and look at the size of his dad's tail. And as you can see, I pick out some of it, so it's going back to the full roundness. So if you look at these guys, they have it in them, the brown in the feather. You can see it right there. Very beautiful pattern. The hen has it also, not as permanent as the cock pigeon. So that is the reason why the chick comes with this color. It's so beautiful. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I really like this type of color. So they're definitely going to lay back very soon. Okay, let's see what else I wanted to touch on. Oh, and this one right here, as you can see, I've actually cut like a majority portion on one side of his tail. Let me show you guys. On this side here, there's quite a few feathers that is cut from it, even though you see the tail this big, because it was very lean to this side. Very, very lean. So I cut it to balance it back, and then now I picked out the feathers. So pretty soon those feathers are going to grow back, and the tail will now be balanced instead of lean to one side. Okay, these little ones haven't really started coming into their self as yet, as in showing whether or not they are male or female. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. So now that he has come down to heat, you'll notice that the hen is going to make her way down too. In today's society, I know like many females would be so opposing to this type of lifestyle, but it's natural to them. You understand? It's natural to them. Like, I don't want to really touch on those topics because you know those topics are very ticklish, but I do believe that males and females have a role to play in life. So that's all I'll say on that. Not that I'm the type of person that try to oppress women or anything like that. No, that's not what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, a man has his duties and a woman has her duties. Right? So as I said, that's beside the point. That's not really what this is about. So let's leave that alone. So as you can see, guys, they're here. They're eating. It seems like they are racing with each other, because very soon, they're just going to get some water and go back to the nest. So as you can see now, pretty soon he's going to chase the hen back to the nest. But the thing is this, you know, once she has laid, it will be a total different situation, wherein in the morning portion, the hen is normally on the egg. If you look right now, this is a hen up there. That's another hen right there. There's another nest down here. And it's also the hen that is on the nest. Right? A little from this, it will be the cock pigeons that are on the nest. So they will get a chance to come off the nest, go and eat, relax, and so forth. So right now he just wants the hen to lay. That's the aim. He wants the hen to lay. Now remember these guys? Look at these guys. The birds grow so fast. These were the little white chicks that was up here at the very top. Now they're on the ground. The birds are looking out. They aren't even concerned about feeding right now, because they know whenever they're ready, there will still be feeding there for them to eat. Let's see if I can look at these guys. Yeah, you notice the birds aren't really wild. Look at this. This is beautiful. And this right here, guys, is coming from a tail mark pair. Even though they are white, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of tail mark in them. You can see the hen right there. I'm assuming that this one will be a hen. That's the smaller of the two of them. So that one will normally be the hen. You can see she have a little bit of the tail mark. So she gone back up. She have a little bit of the tail mark displayed in her tail right there. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something else. Like, as I said, we have some new subscribers, so I wanted to show them the method of testing the egg to see if it's fertile. So what you will need is a flashlight. Now these guys up here, I've tested their eggs before and I know it's fertile, but I'm going to show you the process. So for this now, I'm going to turn off the flash of the camera. That makes it easier for you to show on the camera. So she is on two beautiful eggs. And again, guys, it's very important to know your pigeons. I know this pigeon is not an aggressive pigeon. That's why I just easily take out the eggs like that. However, if it was an aggressive pigeon, I would have to set my hand to protect the eggs. Okay? So it's very important to know your pigeons. So first, let's look at the eggs. When an egg is fertile, it normally have a more solid look. I'm trying to get it focused as best as possible here. Wait, let's get it. Yeah, it have a more solid look. When the egg is infertile, or a local term that we would use is fat egg. You normally hear me refer to, you might hear me use that term before, and maybe didn't really know what I meant by it. But fat eggs are what we refer to as infertile. There are two fowls fighting behind me. So as I was saying, infertile eggs, we sometimes refer to it as fat eggs. So look at this, guys. Once you have a flashlight and you put an egg before it that is fertile, look at this, guys. It's like you're doing an x-ray. Once you see those blood vessels in it like that, that tells you that the egg is fertile and it's in its development stage. So let me get it. And you have to do it in a little darker area for you to see it very beautiful, and it shows better to your eye than it's actually showing on the phone. So it's just to show you the process of testing the eggs. Okay, so this egg is definitely fertile. I'm getting the other one right here. As you can see, let me get a better angle and set my hand different. Yes. See this? Okay. Yeah, see the blood vessels in it? The thing is the ear right here, so it's not as dark. Let me move this and put this over here. Yeah. See that now? Yes, you can see it. The blood vessels in it. Yeah. So these both eggs are fertile. Let me get them back in the nest. So if a hen is more aggressive, you do this. See that? And you put it under her. And you have to be careful when you're moving your hand because they might slap again and try to pick you. So as I say, you just gotta know the end. This one now, this is her egg. It's one egg she has laid, but I know this egg is gonna be fertile. As you can see, this was laid just 2 days ago, and you can see the solid look on it. That's what tells these fowls. Shay! So this egg, you won't see any blood vessel in it as yet. You definitely won't, because it has just recently laid. So by next weekend, not even by next weekend, within this week, I can tell. I will test them again to see if it's fertile. But this will be their fifth laying, fifth set of eggs. And they have produced so much. So guys, for the new subscribers, as I said, this year, and if you watch the previous videos, you will know this is one of their chicks coming from that red one right there and the champagne. And as I say, one of the aim of the channel is to show you guys different combination and show you how you can achieve different colors that you will see on the internet, and didn't even think it was possible to actually create those colors yourself. Okay, this little guy here likes to play with me like this. This is how you build bonds with your pigeons too. You notice, even though he's right here at the door, even when I go inside, he doesn't move. He's not afraid of me. He more wants to play. But I'm actually hoping that this one will be an N. I'm really hoping it will be an N. But let's see. By the end of this month, I'm sure he'll come into his own and fully shows if it's a cock pigeon or if it's an N. Okay. So guys, next thing, let's see. These guys down here. It's not, this pair is not really a part of my breeding. My friend had given them to me, and I've explained to him that I'm not really too into this pair, but I'm keeping them for the time being for him to get them back. So here they are. They have laid, but these eggs are not fertile. As you can see, look at this, guys. It wasn't fully developed. That's a crack in the egg. It actually laid this way, so it's not like it got a crack after. You can see the egg not fully developed. This one too. Oh, I didn't turn on back the flash. You can see they have a different look from the other eggs that I've shown you. And these eggs are not fertile. These eggs have been laid a couple days now. I don't remember if the last video they had laid the first egg already. So as you can see now, guys, there is no blood vessel in this egg. So that tells you that there won't be any chick in this egg. Okay? There won't be any chick in it. Same thing for this one. There won't be any chick. What I'm considering to do is to put these guys' eggs down here in their nest for them to hatch it. Get that right there. Where are you going? Look here, guys. Hey, come back inside. Back inside. Go. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't really worried. Even if they get outside, they won't go anywhere. They won't go anywhere. And they're very tame, so it would be very easy for me to catch him and put him back. So that's not a worry for me. As I was saying, I'm considering to put those eggs in this nest. When you're switching eggs in a nest, it's very important to know when the birds laid. So for example, this pair up here laid before this pair down here. Right? So if I put this egg down there, there won't be a problem. However, now look at this. This end, the champagne end in the middle here, laid after this one down here. So if I should put the champagne eggs in this nest, what will happen is, even though the eggs are fertile, or will be fertile, hopefully, I'm hoping that the eggs will be fertile. They haven't given me any infertile eggs so far, so I'm expecting the same for this set that they are on, or will be on. However, the point I was making is that if you put these eggs in this nest, in a nest that they have been on their eggs almost a week now, or a week. So what will happen is, even though these eggs are fertile, they will stop go on it after a time, because they have an internal clock while they're setting on the egg. So once they're setting on the eggs for the time that they expect it to hatch and it's not hatch, they will just stop going on it. So you have to be very careful of that, guys. As I said, once it is that the pair of eggs that you're putting in the other nest, once it is that they have laid before the ones that you're putting in the nest, okay? Hopefully you understand that. If you don't understand what I've said, play back that part of the video and get an understanding of it. So the nest that you're putting the eggs in, the eggs that you're putting in the other nest, these eggs should be laid before the one that you're putting it in, or at the same time, same day. Because funny enough, I always have a case where the ends tend to lay around the same time. Some of them even lay the same day. As in, remember the last time I showed you guys that hen that is right there, she laid the very same day with the other red hen. So that's a common thing in my cub, where the hens tend to lay the same day. Okay, so I think that covers everything. And the thing about this, guys, like when I'm making a video, let me turn on back the flash. When I'm making a video, it's not like I sit down and think about these things before making the video. I think about what I'm going to say in the videos. It's just that I come to the loaf and start making the video and just explain what is going on in that moment. Okay, guys? So, let me touch around here, show you guys what's going on. And if you remember, the champagne and the red that I showed you just now, they have 2 chicks that is growing up in this nest right here. So that's the thing. Sometimes I take away the chicks, take away the eggs, and you'll make them go back to produce. Once it's a pair that is really producing, you want to maximize out of them, especially if it's a pair that you're working with. So I'm working to achieve certain colors out of them. Yellow is one of them that I'm expecting. So these are actually their last chicks. So look how young the chicks are, but they have gone back to lay. So by the time these chicks grow up, I'll have another set of chicks from them. So let's look at these guys. So this right here, this is a champagne. Ooh, let me put the phone in my other hand. Yeah. This is a champagne color. Champagne is like this one, and like the other end that is around there, the mother. So they have finally given me a color similar to the mother. But this champagne will be different. It's a champagne. You can actually see it in the wing feathers right there. Definitely a champagne. But I think it's going to be a unique one based on its lineage. This one can actually throw yellows too. If it's paired back with this one, it's very likely that they will bring some yellows. Let me show you the feather foot. So these guys now, they don't have a lot of feather foot. These are going to grow out, you know. For me, like what I call a lot of feather foot is like massive. But these now, these are what I would say is like level 1 or level 2. I put it 1.5. Level 1.5 feather foot. But they tend to grow out like very long after a while. So let's see. I'm trying to show you the feather foot. It's similar. So it's like they throw a balance. In the previous pairs that they had, they have one chick having a massive feather foot and the other chick having little, very little feather foot. That's how they have been showing it. But for this pair, what are you guys going on my feet? For this pair, they seem to have created a balance between them. So they both have very medium amount of feather foot. Come on, guys. So this one here is referred to as a kite color too. This is going to be a very interesting color. I like the color in his head. Look at this, guys. Oh, the phone, I've completely turned it. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't really paying attention right there. So look at this, guys. This pigeon is going to be a nice, beautiful color too. It's a kite color, but what you'll notice is that it has less of the black. So like the one that we look at around there, right there, he has a lot of black with a little bit of brown. But this one now is coming like a opposite to that, where it have a lot of brown and a little bit of black. So, and look at this feather right here. See that? Those little things right there where the bar is gonna be. That's gonna be a very beautiful color on the bar. So again, guys, by next week, these guys are gonna be looking so beautiful. Colors are gonna start coming in even more and so forth. So that's something to look forward to. There's always something to look forward to every weekend. Let me put back these guys. Yeah, beautiful birds. Okay, these guys, as I mentioned, guys, I've had this pair together for about a year or a little bit over a year, and every time they lay, I see where they tread successfully. I've gone as far as to trim their tail, trim the back of them, everything, but they keep producing infertile eggs. So I've decided that this is gonna be oh gosh, there's a call coming in. I'm not gonna take that call right now. So let's see, go back to what I was saying. They have kept the lay, they made successful. I don't know what's wrong with them, so I've decided that I'm gonna let them go another time, try them again. I put them in a bigger space right here. They were around there in another smaller part, but this pair, once I'm focusing on a pair, I would normally let them out. So right now I'll be letting out them and also letting out one from down here, so they have enough, more than enough space to mate successfully. There won't be anybody disturbing them or anything like that. But if they still lay again and it's a fat egg, infertile egg, I'm going to pull up the pair. I'm going to try the end with a different cock pigeon and see if the results are the same. That's how the thing goes with pigeon. You have to try different things to get different results. Down here, guys, and as you know, once it reaches almost 30 minutes, I keep getting out of breath. So guys, these beautiful birds right here, I'm expecting them to actually lay back very soon. That's the hen right there, and she's shaking. Some of the birds are like that. Some of them have a little timidness to them. But look at the stands on her. Look at the position of the tail, it's so beautiful. And look at this fowl. Picking the mesh for the feeder to drop through. Okay guys, I wanted to show you their chick. This chick right there. Oh, let me just reach for the chick. Ooh. This chick, surprise guys, this chick will be a tail mark. As I mentioned in the last video, that this, the father, that's the father right there, even though he has so many colors, he has tail mark in the breed. So tail mark is when the body of the bird is white and the tail is either brown or black, and there are various colors. You have some that they call pencil tail, which is very beautiful too, because on the outer part of the feather, so picture a feather, right, and the, oh look at it, it's actually in its wing right here, and the outer part of the feather will have black and the inner part is white. They call it stencil. That's how most of the feathers would be. I don't think it's going to be a stencil tail, but when they grow up we'll see when it grows out some more. But this is a beautiful tail right there, guys. And also look at his head. His head has some little colors in it. It's going to be interesting to see what those colors are as it grows up. But this right here will be considered a tail mark. It's coming some nice feather foot too, as you can see. And it's very big. They always feeding it. That's one thing. I don't have a problem with this pair when it comes to feeding. They always feed their chicks with maximum feeding. So this is going to be another beautiful bird right here, guys. Very beautiful. Okay, let's put him back. The video is getting really long. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys find it interesting. And please leave a like if you like the video. This pair right here, as you can see, they're actually taking nests. But I'm not expecting fertile eggs from this pair. It's another pair that has an issue, as in the cock pigeon doesn't know how to thread the end. But I took them out because if they were over there, it would be a lot of fighting, because they were the last one that laid in that nest box over there. So I'm just going to give them some time in here and allow the other pair to settle, and then now I'll reintroduce them to the big section right there. Okay, so just one more pair right here before the video ends. And this is the red pair with this purplish looking one. I'm not sure if this is a ash red, because when it comes to red, there's two different types of red. You have the recessive red. This end is a recessive red, and you have what is called ash red. So I think this might be an ash red. They are on one chick. However, this chick is not theirs. This chick is actually from the black hen over there that is in the nest right now with the big black tail one. They had laid one egg. This pair had laid one egg too, the very same day. So I just put both eggs in the same nest, and it turned out that only the black hen egg was fertile. But the thing is, this cock pigeon right here, this is the cock pigeon. He seems to be a bit old, so I don't know if that's a factor. But he had given me, they had one chick before that was actually his. I sold a chick to a friend, but yeah, so that means he can still produce. So hopefully the next round they will produce some fertile eggs. Alright guys, so it's a long video. Where's the thing? Okay, give me. It's a long video, but I know the guys that like birds, because even for myself, I have so many beautiful birds right here, but I still watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube videos with birds. That's how I know certain things about them, like the colors and so forth. I'm always, because I'm just fascinated by the birds. Like, I'll be eating food, eating my dinner, and I'm just watching some bird videos. It's just something really nice to me. And the thing is, I like the bird videos where the person is talking about the birds, explaining about the birds, not really just playing music. Boy, this foul. Not really just playing the music. Like, for the short videos, you can play music, I like that. But for the longer videos, I like to hear about the birds. I like to learn something. I watch pigeon genetic videos and so forth to learn, because at the end of the day I want to create colors. Like, this fowl is so annoying. I want to create some colors that I've only seen on the internet, which is, it's a possibility once you have the right combination. So guys, thanks for watching. If you have made it at the end of the video, I really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next week. Okay? Have a blessed day.